What's going on, guys? Today I am reviewing the Gymshark and Steve Cook clothing line. I'm so excited to try this out. Yami got this stuff for my birthday. I'm just beyond excited. The style looks absolutely awesome. It looks like a really good blend of gym and athleisure. Two, I believe me and Steve are roughly the same stature. So taller, broader shoulders, a little bit bigger, and this line is built a little bit bigger for a more athletic body. It's cut a little bit bigger, and I think it's really gonna fit me well. So I'm very excited. So I have not opened it yet. This is still sealed. Literally, this video is going to be a first-hand reaction of everything. So let's get into it. All right, so I can't remember exactly what she got me. I have to look at the packing slip. She got me a the raw t-shirt in large and the select joggers in an XL. I believe the joggers are khaki and the shirt is platinum. First off, the packaging seems pretty quality, but the packaging can make a huge difference in how the product is presented. So it has like this translucent, not quite fully transparent packaging, not quite like a poly bag, a little bit softer. It has the Gymshark logo on it as well as the size, so you know exactly what size you're getting. Same thing with the joggers, so Gymshark logo and XL. Let's open it up and start with the shirt. All right, so right off the bat, it feels really nice. It doesn't feel like a very athletic style shirt where it's like polyester. It has a really good feel to it. Other than that, stretching it out a little bit, obviously when you pick up a piece of clothing, you're gonna wanna stretch it out, you're gonna wanna feel it, you're gonna wanna inspect it a little bit, and that's always what I do. So I'll kind of put it through my hands and kind of look at all the little details. So you can see the Gymshark and Steve Cook logo right on the back there, and also on the front left, so when you're wearing it, it also does say Steve Cook right there on the front left seam, right next to the front left seam. The neck definitely looks bigger, which is nice. Neck hole is cut bigger instead of like this. This is going to be pretty small. I'm guessing this is going to come down around the collarbone a little bit. But the seams, looks like we have a little bit of a Gymshark around the shoulders. Shoulder to shoulder? No, it's just a neck taping. So it has neck taping with the Gymshark logo there. Has a nice little hang tag here, has one little translucent hang tag and just like a regular hang tag, kind of just describing the garment itself. So I really like what they're doing with this, actually, with the tag. I know it's, again, a minuscule detail, but this tag here, one, is very soft. So I can't stand tags. One, I don't really like tags to begin with, like a stamp on the back, just because it minimizes the irritation. But this little tag here, you can cut it off, obviously that's not a big deal, but it's very soft, it's very like flimsy, so even if you keep it on, it's not gonna bother you. It's not like a rigid tag, so that's nice. Have a split hem on the sides, so I'll go over this when I put it on as well, but this is just kind of inspecting the garment, and before I put it on and tell you how it feels and how it looks, this is just kind of going through it pretty quick. So it has a split hem on the side, which is nice, a little bit more movement, and raw edges on the bottom. So you can see it's not quite a finished hem. It's not folded over like, let's see, like this. So the edges on this, you actually have like a little bit of a collar. On the sleeves and the bottom hem, there is no like finishing or anything like that. It's just a straight hem, a raw t-shirt. So this is the platinum. It's like a medium gray. It's not super light, but it's not super dark either. So with that being said, let's try this on. So here it is. First impressions with putting it on, it definitely does feel like it's cut different than any other shirt. So it does feel a little bit, I guess, more tight through the chest and the back area, whereas more traditional shirts are going to be a little bit more box cut, more wide here. It's cut nice and high into the armpit. So instead of it being a little looser in the armpit, it is cut fairly close to the body. And so let's see if I can adjust this so you can see the entire thing. So here's what it looks like. It does have a little bit of a curved hem, definitely longer cut. I gotta say, guys, it feels really nice. It feels like it's cut really well. It feels like it's gonna perform really well. Obviously, I can't speak on how it's gonna perform until I actually use it. Like, I can reach up. Let's see. So I can reach up here, and it's not gonna show my stomach or anything like that. Now, granted, it does still come up a little bit, but it's gonna be very, very difficult to make a shirt that doesn't. So right off the bat, it does feel pretty good. You know, I'm enjoying it so far. Stretches, it feels very nice. With that being said, let me grab the joggers and we'll go through those. So pulling these out, first impressions, they feel pretty nice as well. They don't really feel like a premium fabric. You know, they feel kind of like just very cottony. You know, some joggers will have like that more polyester or nylon feel to it, where it definitely feels more of like a performance fabric. This is definitely more of like a cottony, comfortable fabric rather than something that's gonna specifically perform well in the gym. So going through the details on this. Back you have the Gymshark and Steve Cook design. You have the zipper pockets, the Gymshark little logo right there on the zipper, which is nice. Little details are nice. Let's go down, got some mesh paneling on the back of the leg. So I believe this has some polyester in it, the mesh paneling. Then we have the zipper on the bottom with the Gymshark logo as well. Looking at these again, you'd have Steve Cook right on it'll be the right leg when you're wearing them. And then it looks like on the side you do have some zippered pockets as well, right up here. So that's a nice smooth zipper. Let's see how big that pocket is. Okay, it's pretty decently big. I can fit my whole hand in there all the way up to the wrist, which is nice. Again, big pockets are nice to have. So with that being said, I think I went through just about everything on there. Let's try these on. So first thing I noticed right off the bat is these are drop crotch joggers. All right, so they don't wear like typical joggers where they're like nice and tight up in the groin. They're definitely lower. That's a little bit different for me. I don't typically gravitate towards that style. However, you know, they do feel fairly comfortable. I'm just not sure how that seam in the groin is going to hold up with that pressure on it. You know, obviously with that seam lower, say your legs come together here, but the seam is way down here. If you go to squat or if you go to do anything, like right now, I'm lifting up my leg here and it's pulling on that seam. Whereas if the seam was a little bit higher up in the crotch, like, you know, a lot of other joggers are, it might not be pulling quite as much. So that's just something a little different that I'm not quite used to. But other than that, moving on, length is good. Length is another thing that I typically find I have issue with when it comes to joggers. I'll buy them according to the waist, but with my legs being as long as they are, sometimes they're a little bit short, but these are definitely not lacking in the length department. You know, they'll come down, you can even pull them down a little bit and still have plenty, you know, to go all the way down to the foot. So one thing I did notice is that the cuffs on these right here, they do not stretch at all. So I had to actually unzip them to get them on. Some other joggers I have worn, you can pull them up over your foot without having to unzip them, just because they have a little bit more stretchiness at the bottom, at the cuff. But definitely had to unzip these. These do not seem like a performance jogger to me. These aren't something that you're really gonna run or jump or roll or squat or lunge or sprint in, just because you don't really have, or me anyways, I don't really have that range of motion to, you know, really get up. You see how all that extra fabric there is kind of pulling. So other than that, they feel nice, you know, around kind of the butt area. They're a little bit more loose, a little bit more to them. Some other joggers are, again, a little bit more form-fitting and tighter around the thighs, the glutes, you know, everything. But they are tighter around the calves, for sure. And I don't have big calves at all. So that's saying something. They are a little bit tight there. But overall, you know, these are definitely, they're nice joggers. I'd probably give them like maybe a 7 out of 10 just because of that drop crotch. I'm not used to them. I'm not used to them, and the fabric doesn't feel like performance fabric. And obviously you're gonna wear these to the gym and out. You want the fabric to potentially perform better than just like 100% cotton. I look at the tag, this is 100, the joggers are 100% cotton. I forgot to look at the tag on the shirt. I'll put what it is right here for you guys, even though I didn't say it. But overall, the fit, but I guess overall for the fit and everything considered, it does fit me well. It fits me well. I'm just not used to the drop crotch. I think that's the biggest thing. The neck hole fits well. The shoulder and the armhole here, it fits well. The back and the chest, it seems to fit pretty well. You know, you can kind of see it hug the lats a little bit more, and it does definitely slim in towards the waist as it comes down. So you can definitely see a little bit of a taper there with the curved hem and the split hem. So overall, I will probably give this shirt an 8 out of 10, and then the joggers maybe 7 out of 10, just because of those couple things that I'm just not used to. And other people might love the drop crotch. I'm not a huge fan of it, but they're still pretty comfortable. So with that being said, that is gonna do it, guys. I know it was just 2 items, so the raw shirt and the select joggers. Please leave any comments below if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them, but please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.